here we are. It's a new day. It's morning and I am already sweating. It's gross out here. Oh well, what are you gonna do? It's Florida. So, alright, so here's where we're at. I've went ahead, I've done the acid bath on the spindle, the dust shield, the hub, the brake calipers, and all those things. And I've gone ahead and cleaned them, and we'll go ahead and see what we got so far. So you can kind of come see here. We'll go ahead and come on down and see. So you got the dust shield, your spindle, and your hub. They've all cleaned up nicely. There's a little bit of surface rust on them. That'll come off real easy and when I get ready to clean and paint these. What I was talking about earlier was that these are a two-part caliper, and you can kind of see here how that works. And then there's a bolt here and here that bolts in. That's these spline bolts here, and then that bolts down as one caliper. Now you can take them off of the car in one caliper, you know, without taking that bolt off. I chose to take it off because I wanted to get these apart and clean them. And then you can see that there are four pucks there for applying the pressure to your discs. So that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these things cleaned up the rest of the way and try to get these tore apart, see if they're salvageable, if I can rebuild them, or if I have to get new ones. So I will let you know when I find out what's going on with that. All right. Okay, so we're back, and you know, I know we went over on the other side, you know, busting all these parts down. But just kind of a quick update. I was busting this side down, and one of the things that we hadn't really gone over was getting the bearing races out of the hubs here. And so I was working on that off camera. And so I started working this and harder and harder and harder. And I did finally start to get it to move. But this did that on me while I was coming down. And I hit right there just like that. And you can see it's been about 4 or 5 days now since it happened. You can kind of see the cut that it just drove into my hand there. And came back from the doctor just a little bit ago, and luckily nothing's broke or anything like that. And my tetanus shot is up to date. Yeah, so I'm good to go. So kind of a quick update on that. I am going to switch over to the press because this thumb is way too sore for me to be trying to knock these out that way right now. Okay, so I'm back, and I was able to get this race punched out. The press didn't really work because the reality was, to press this out, I had to be at an angle, you know, like this to get to the lip of it and punch it out. And I just wasn't able to do that on the press. So I wasn't able to get it on the press. So really what I did was I just came from the other side, and I just slowly, nice and easy this time with the sledgehammer, and this, I just used this and I just worked it down nice and easy, and it came right out. So just slow and easy is better than, you know, swinging away and busting up your hand. So lesson learned. Anyways, got that one. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one. I've got this socket, and it seems to fit right onto the lip of that one where I can get right to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't get that to come out, see if this one here will work. All right. All right, let's see what we got. All right, now let's push that back out. Let's see what we got. All right, well, I'll figure this out. I can't tell if it's hitting on the bearing race, and it's not. It's just a little too big. It hasn't quite made it to to the bearing race. All right, give me a second. I'm going to find the size maybe that's a little bit smaller that I may be able to get in there. All right, so no sockets that fit. It's either just a little too big or just a little too small. So I am back to this. It's moving very slow, but it's moving. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to just kind of work this very slowly and without killing my thumb. Well, I say we're getting there, but all right. So I was wrong, right? I was wrong. It is not moving yet. All right, this is going to take me a while, so let's just keep going after it. I'm going to go ahead and put you on pause. I'll let you know when I got it out, but that's basically what I'm going to be doing is what you just saw. It's going to be slowly working this thing out, see if we can't get it to come out. All right, so yeah, that wasn't really coming out that way. The lip is really, really thin. It's not very big, and it's hard to stay on it. Not sure if this is going to work, but I found a pipe that fits down in there, and I just hope it's strong enough to stay on that little lip. See if we can't push it out this way. The real question is, at this point, well, question answered. It worked. There you go. Got it out, and now I know what to use on the other side. All right, I'll get the other one. Okay, let's see if the other side works equally as good. There we go. Looks like it's going again. All right, we got another one. All right. All right. Got the other race out. All right. Okay. All right, there we go. We'll have to go back and get the other side out on this one as well. So we'll just, okay, so here we are. We got the other race to get out, the one that I'm really not fond of right now, but needs to be done. So we're going to go ahead and work this one out slowly. We're going to go ahead and punch it out. All right, and there it is. All right, and you can kind of see the same thing. There's grease there, there's some grease right there, and that's where that opening is. I was able to get on top of it and push it out of there. So we got them all out. No more trips to the doctor, so that's a win. All right. Okay, so we'll come back as soon as I have the rest of these parts cleaned and painted. We'll take a look at them, and then we'll move on to the next project. I'm getting ready to go ahead and put some coats of paint on here just to get these all looking nice and protected. Update on my thumb. Doc says it's broke, so I'm not gonna do anything to like splint it or anything like that unless it doesn't heal. So watch what you're doing when you're using them big hammers, because it still hurts like crap. Yep. But that's what happens when you smash your thumb with a sledgehammer. All right, guys, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get these things coated. All right. get this all taken care of, and then we'll move on. I got the other side right now is sitting over in the acid right now, getting all the rust removed and getting all that set. So we'll pull that out here as soon as I'm done with this. All right. All right, I'm not really sure it's ready to come out yet. We're just going to pull it out, take a look at it, see what we got, and we may just let it stay in there for a little bit longer. I think you can kind of see now. Let me get it out. There, get it in the sun. You can kind of see now that's cleaned down to the metal for the most part. There's a little bit of rust down into a little bit of pitting in there that we still need to get. I'm going to let that soak a little bit longer. Okay. All right, so we're going to let that stuff sit in the acid bath just a little bit longer. I'm going to go ahead and get another coat on here, a little bit heavier coat, and then we'll be done with this for a little bit. All right. Okay, we'll bring you guys back in as soon as we get this dry. We'll get them flipped over and get another coat on them. Okay, so kind of the end of a long day, a hot day, but we got lots done, and I want to show you what we've got taken care of already for the front suspension. And I've got most of it done and already boxed, but what we've been working on here lately, excuse me, is the spindles and the hubs and all those things. So we've tore those down. You've seen all that, and so here we are. We're kind of finished now. So here we are. So this is what we got. Just kind of give you a look at everything's done. Everything's cleaned and painted. And you can see here I've got some new studs that will press in when we're getting ready to put all this together. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and put these in the box with the remainder of the front suspension parts. So start to finish, we've tore it apart, and I apologize again about that. I would have really liked to have had you guys there for that, but I didn't start doing any filming or decide to even do this until I already had everything pretty much tore apart. So you kind of picked up where we started the derusting, the cleaning, getting it ready for paint. So we got all that done, and we've got everything painted, and now everything's ready to go. And I just wanted to bring you in for just here to wrap things up at the end and show you what we got complete. All right, so right here you can see the rear suspension parts, and obviously there's something missing, but that's okay. Those are going to get ordered. We're going to put new leaf springs on this. So there's that. And then if we come over here, we can see the front end, and you can see all the different coloration that we went with. The coilovers, you can see them. I haven't pulled them out before. So you can kind of see the front suspension package and how it come out and what it's going to look like. I appreciate everybody, hanging out, watching this with me, and I hope you're learning something. I hope you're enjoying it. And if you don't mind, help me out. Go ahead and like and subscribe and, ring the bell. Sorry, it's just so hot. And do all those things. I really appreciate it. I'm just kind of getting started, so I could really, use some of you guys helping out, get the channel going. But anyways, that's what we got. That's kind of a wrap for the suspension until we get ready to put it on. So I appreciate it. Remember, like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.